welcome back to All Kinds of Everything. I'm Vanisha and today I'm going to share with you some stories. Now, 8th of August, that is this Sunday, it is International Cat Day. And I thought I would share some beautiful memories that I have of my two felines who are not with us anymore, but they have filled our lives with so much joy and made it so much more interesting that I just could not resist myself from sharing it with you guys. Okay, so today I'm here to talk about Melody, or Mallu as we fondly called her, and Vera, a mother-son duo. Of course, there was Rondo, who was the father. He was Mallu's boyfriend slash husband, no, but he wasn't very social. I mean, he had a lovely coat. It was all multicolored, but he wasn't very social. The only social thing he did was come and sit on the divan. So my mother literally named him Divan Saab. Okay, so Divan Saab used to just come out of the room, sit on the sofa, on the divan, and just go back. That's all he did. So that was Rondo, and then he figured out that he's best suited for bachelor life, so he took off, and that left us with Mallu, and there was Aloe. Aloe was Vera's brother. So Mallu, Aloe, Vera. Unfortunately, Aloe died somewhere around 2010-11. I'm not sure, but he was 10 years old when he died. And he unfortunately died of diabetes. It was very sad to see him go because he was like between the two, he was the alpha. He was like rough and tough like a gunda, and as he was deteriorating very slowly, and then he just couldn't come out of the room. He would just lie. It was very sad to see him go, but yeah, that's life. And then we were left with only Mallu and Vera. And well, speaking about Mallu, she was a queen. We got her in the year 2000. We got her from a music teacher's house. That's why she was named Melody. Not to say that she wasn't musical. She would walk on the piano and wow, she would play better than I could at that time. So yes, we named her Melody. She was a queen. She was an explorer. And there was a time when she would not really come and sit with us or anything. She would just be aloof. But there was a music class that we had, and the music teacher, she had a cat, and the cat was always with her throughout the whole music class. So when we came back home, we were talking among ourselves saying, yeah, Mallu is not going to do anything like this. It's going to take years and all. And literally the next minute, Mallu jumped on the sofa and she sat with my sister. And Mallu was also a home nurse. Okay, whenever one of us felt sick, well, actually not me, because I'm very hyper, and I think cats don't like that. They were like, she's too jumpy, let's not go near her. But it was a different case with my mother and sister. So especially my mother, whenever my mother was sick, Mallu would follow her everywhere, to the washroom, to the bed. She would just sit and be near my mother. So it was a joke at home that if Mallu is following someone so much, that person's going to fall sick, sort of a thing. But she was just very calm, quiet cat. She was a big explorer. She would climb rafters, she would climb curtains, she would do all sorts of things. Oh, and she loved my sister's sweat. I don't know what it was. As soon as my sister used to come back from college and remove her clothes and keep it in the wash bin where we would keep our clothes, you would find Mallu over there licking my sister's clothes. She loved my sister's sweat, and she would sleep. We would not leave them in the night. Of course, during the later years when they were even more calmer, we would leave them. But initially we didn't leave them in the night when we were asleep, but the next morning my dad would open the cat room and then they would come, and the first thing Mallu would do was to sleep for like 15 minutes in my sister's bed, then get on and sleep for 15 minutes in my mother's bed. So wow. Oh, and Mallu had a particular sofa that she loved. She would sit on that sofa for hours together. And one day my brother-in-law came home and he sat on her sofa, and boy did she feel offended. One thing about my brother-in-law, he hasn't grown up with animals, so when an animal comes around him, he what's happening. So Malu, the first day when he sat on her sofa, she didn't do anything really. She just stared at him like, what? And probably she thought, okay, he's going, he may be leaving tomorrow, so it's okay, let him sit. But then he sat on her sofa the next day and she looked at him and she was like, meow! Like, what the hell are you doing on my sofa? Kind of a thing. But yeah, we didn't really give much attention to, what she was saying. And then I remember we were playing carom, I think. And she literally pushed my brother-in-law out of the sofa. That was so funny. So she jumped on the armrest and he was like, okay, what's happening? And then she just went behind him and like, tried to spread herself out. So he literally had to get up and then she just turned around and she just sat like, yeah, I got my sofa back. Sort of a thing. That was hilarious. We did not leave our cats outside the house because our dogs aren't very, cat friendly, and there are so many stray dogs coming in and out. So, they were safe. They were in-house cats. I don't think I mentioned it. Mallu was 20 years old when she died. She died in 2020. So she was 20 years old. She did go out once in those 20 years. She went out once. And she ran out and she climbed up a coconut tree, and we tried so hard to get her down, because during the nights when our dogs are left loose, and in case she tries to come down in the night, oh my god, we were very scared of that situation. But then she did not come down. She was up in the coconut tree till the next day when the coconut man came to pluck coconuts. She just ran straight inside. She just ran and came straight inside. Oh my god. And I don't think she's ever stepped out of the house after that. And she would always smell, if we went somewhere and we came back, she would be the first one to sniff our suitcases to check if there were any cat missiles or anything like that. Anything that we got from out, she would be there, she would smell. And literally as the years went by, the only routine Malu, and in fact even Vera, had was come, eat, drink, meow, scratch the sofas and go to bed. Unfortunately, Malu died in the year 2020, and that was because one of her skin glands became very inflamed, and we tried everything we could to help her out, but she survived for 1.5 years after, the gland got inflamed, and then she went peacefully. It was heartbreaking really, but it was good that she went without any more suffering. And we still had Vera. Now, coming to Vera, well, Vera, you remember Aloe, right? Yeah, so Vera and Aloe used to get into literal cat fights. Okay, well, initially we thought Vera and Aloe were girls. We asked one of our workers to check them out and let us know, and she was like, yeah, they are girls. So we're like, okay, cool, we'll keep them. And so we had Mallu, Aloe Vera, and then that's when the real cat fight started, when they started growing, and we were like, oh my god, these are guys. And when I mean cat fight, I really mean actual cat fight. Her, we would literally have to throw things to separate them, throw water to separate them from each other. There would be fur all around, and they would just stare like this from one corner of the room to the other. Oh, but when something happened and we would shout at them or something, Vera would be very scared and he would hide behind Aloe, and Aloe and Vera would cuddle together and sit and at one corner. And other times they were best of friends, but sometimes they were like enemies, sworn enemies. But Vera was a softie. Okay, he was very soft. Aloe was the alpha and he was very soft, and of course, initially, like I said, none of the cats liked me, okay? But later I started maybe becoming sober. No, not really. I don't know. But they warmed up to me. So when it came to Vera, he really didn't do anything, bro. He was just chill. He was a laid back sort of a cat, okay? Literally, he didn't do anything. Of course, he would never ever dream of stepping out of the house in those 18 years. Vera lived for 18 years, okay? He would never step out of the house in those 18 years that he lived. Vera didn't have any eccentricities like Mallu, like licking sweat and all that, but he did like a rat, a toy rat that we got. So he would always try and play with that rat, pawing it. And he was happy as long as he got his 3 square meals a day, literally. That's the only thing Vera lived for, to eat. Oh yeah, Vera would stare at the refrigerator and then stare at us and then stare at the refrigerator back. You know, his way of saying, yeah, whatever, humans, give me my meat. Yeah, and during his last few months, after Mallu died, he would come from his room and sit right next to the refrigerator whole day. But he was a very soft sweetheart kind of a cat, but he couldn't handle the loss of Mallu, I suppose. So Mallu died in the month of April, and 2 months later, Vera died. It was sad, but then I'm sure they're laughing at us right now because they sent us Lester, who has no cat qualities whatsoever, doesn't even utter a single sound, literally does nothing. So I'm sure they must be having a laugh saying, ha ha ha, look at the humans with an animal that does nothing. But Lester's fine now. For those of you wondering how Lester's doing well. She does her own things. But that's for another video, definitely. We do miss them, and I always go around the house mewing. Like when my mother says something to me, I'm like, meow! And then we imagine what it would be to have, kittens again. And yeah, probably we will have kittens, hopefully, when Lester kicks the bucket. I hope she doesn't hear me. But yes, we're looking forward to the day when we have kittens again. And that's it for today. I really do hope you like this video, guys. If you did, please do like, share, comment, and if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell right next to it. I come out with videos every Thursday. So until next time, you guys be safe, stay happy, and